The people are friendly, very easy to find a mate in Thailand, man. It really is. The challenge is finding the right mate because they have us outnumbered out here. For every 10 men to come to Thailand, they send 20 more women from the other smaller villages. You know, language barriers sometimes can be an issue. If you got a translator and they're trying and you're trying, it can easily work. It's impossible to fail in Thailand. It's literally impossible to fail in Thailand. If you fail finding a woman in Thailand,
there's something wrong with you, brother.
I'm the Travel OG, and I traded in my Hollywood lifestyle for the sexy beaches of Pattaya, Thailand. We're bringing you exclusive interviews, showing you what the golf courses are like, the caddies are like, what the homies like. Zoom to Thailand with your man, Richie Mack, the Travel OG.
My girls are better.
Did your lady see the video that I did?
Of course.
Okay. So what does she say? Like, I'm curious. Is she just like, wait a minute, the women don't treat you guys like that? And on the West, like, I don't know if you've ever answered this question, but like, I gotta know.
Well, to be honest, man, she doesn't get it. Like that's not her lane. She just does what she does. So
yeah,
like, okay, I'm cooking for him. That's what we do. Like, they don't. She's kind of. I don't know if I can get her. Nudo, come say hi to MTR. Yeah, and get in there and make me some grits. No, I'm kidding. Come here, baby.
Listen, Richie, when I come down there, though, does Elle have sister? Hey, Elle, how are you?
Hello.
How are you? Hey, I'm doing well. Hey, Elle, when I come down there, do you happen to have sisters? Per chance? She's like, what's per chance mean?
I don't have.
she don't have, but I'm gonna take care of MT Bar. He's gonna be all right. He ain't got nothing to worry about. But yeah, man. But this is my baby. Like and it's just all right. It's all real. Like she doesn't really get it. She just kind of like does whatever. Like now, I can't believe she's even saying hi. But I told her I had to go today. So, you know what I mean? So she's like, gonna say hi to the goat. You dig? To tell him you dig.
Did it.
Good form. That was a fantastic you dig.
Yes. Miller, can you say let's get active?
Come on.
Long time.
Just say active. You can't say active? It's time to get active. You don't know what it means. That's what MTR says.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it means we about to get down. We about to do our thing. That's what MTR says. We about to we getting active. Can you say active? Yeah, let's say it to him. Say
active.
Yeah,
active. Yeah. Great form. Great form, Al.
Yeah, man. So that's my baby. So yeah, baby. Thank you so much for saying hello. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Bye, baby. So now we gotta get back to MTR. So I'm gonna ask you a question because we know the numbers you hitting is crazy. Yeah. So we want to know, what did you do with your first big Google check? Not your first check, but the first big one when you was like, oh, I'm never going back to corporate America.
I mean, I was just in Vegas and it was cold in Vegas. And I was surprised. It was like 40 degrees, 30 degrees. The video just uploaded to my channel. It would have been longer, but like I was freezing. I don't know if you could see, but my hands started shaking because I was holding up the microphone and it was cold. But no more snow, no more. I hope. Does it even snow in Thailand?
No, they've never. That's one of the reasons why I take her back to the U.S. She's never seen snow. She doesn't know. It's kind of like us in California. We don't see snow unless we go back east. So it's a foreign thing for us. So yeah, it's a different thing. And speaking of snow and cold, I forgot to ask you when you were with K-Sam, did y'all plan on going to Vegas or did you guys just happen to be there? How did that work out?
No. We planned on doing that. Yeah. It wasn't like a happenstance thing. You know what I'm saying? And, hitting up, It's Complicated, who is from Vegas. Mm-hmm. So, and then he has experience doing the recording on the street. So we just kind of relied in his system or his program, and then we just figured it out, and shout out to It's Complicated as well, because that brother is ridiculously talented. And the thing
is complicated. You got to tell me about it. Who's It's Complicated? Let's give him some shine.
Yeah. So he's based out of Vegas, and he asks these questions in a way that's so intelligent when he in a street interview. So when he asks these questions in this real intelligent, well thought out way. And it exposes a lot of the echo chamberedness, if that's a word, but it exposes a lot of this just closed-minded behavior. and really highlights and puts the learnings of it on a pedestal with the illogical conundrums that he creates through these questions. It's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so we met up out there, and we got the content. You know what I mean?
Okay, so how did y'all get together with him? How did y'all do it? How does someone like that get in the same space as you and K-Sam?
As it's complicated.
Yeah.
Talent. I mean, that's really it. So like, and let me also talk about this as well. Is that I get people from time to time that hit me up regarding doing reactions or coming on their channel, and the thing is like what generally people who have less time and get a lot of emails, right? Like if we go and look at your stuff, generally a high degree of professionalism has to be understood, right? So like, for example, when I take a look at your stuff, I'm like, man, look at these edits, look at the professionalism, even in contact that we've had, like behind scenes, like, you know what I mean? Like everything was on time, and you know what I'm saying? We met here on, right? Like, so those are the things that people think about, right? Like that, the professionalism as well as the talent as well. And I call him IC now. It's a double entendre, but it's complicated, is super talented and super professional as well. So he fit right into the mix.
Nice. TSC, Steel Curtain down there. If you can drop It's Complicated's link, if you can find that, that'll be dope. I want to follow him as well and see. Seems like he's part of the family. If MTR signed off on him, he good with me. So let's go on to the kosher clinician. Now let me tell you MTR about the kosher clinician. He says shout out to Zoom. Shout out to the Zoom tribe. Awareness and male determination. MTR and Richie. The kosher clinician, he's always about positivity and awareness, man. I don't know if you know about him, but you need to know about the kosher clinician. He's tall like you, he's chocolate like you, and he's asking me, he says, man, I heard, like, even though he's married, I'm not saying he's coming to pick up women, but he was asking me when I did an interview with him about how, I heard they love the dark brothers in Thailand. And I'm like, they love brothers, period, in Thailand. Even the short brothers, like, I'm winning. Yeah, you see with it, so you just imagine what you can do. So yeah.
I saw it when I was there. I was like, is this real? Or is it just because I'm in a tourist place? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me just real quick. I've never gone somewhere and felt like a king more than in Thailand. And I'm not G'ing this. Like, I'm not G'ing this. It was weird. And me and my boys were just like, why are they like, why is this how they're choosing to communicate? We just assume, it was just because of the, being in a tourist area. But hearing that you are in Pattaya, which still has tourist sections, but my guess is that you're not living in a tourist section. You're probably much more in the city component. Is that? But if you still get that treatment out there, it's like boom, that's the link right there. Oh, what we were seeing was not necessarily a black swan event. It wasn't unique in nature.
Right. It's a little bit of both. I mean, it's tourism, but at the same time, the people are friendly. You know what I mean? It's very, very easy to find a mate in Thailand, man. It really is. The real issue, the challenge is finding the right mate, because they have us outnumbered out here. For every 10 men to come to Thailand, they send 20 more women from the other smaller villages. You know what I mean? So it's language barriers sometimes can be an issue. Yeah. But if you got a translator and they're trying and you're trying, it can easily work, man. It's something that one MT said. You know what I mean? He said to me.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, he just said it's impossible to fail in Thailand, and that's he summed it all up. You know what I mean? It's literally impossible to fail in Thailand. If you fail finding a woman in Thailand,
yeah, there's something wrong with you, brother.
Literally,
I saw it.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious? You just reminded me that when we were down there, we came across a group that, because there's a language barrier. So I was using my Google Translate, and you could put it on that one mode where it could just hear things and then translate it in real time, right? So there was 3 of them, 3 of us, and we just threw down the Google Translator, and then that's how we communicated amongst the group.
Nice. And you were in Phuket though, right?
I was in Phuket, yes. Yes.
Okay, and that's all you went. You had to stop at Bangkok first and then went to Phuket, or you went straight to Phuket?
Yeah. So here was the trip. Here was the plan. We were gonna go to Bangkok for like 2 days or something like that. We were gonna go to Phuket for like 3 days, 4 days or something like that. And then we were gonna go to Singapore. We were gonna go to Singapore and then back to Bangkok. When we got to Phuket, we never left. We canceled the flight. We canceled the hotels. We were like, "What's the point of leaving? This is What is this place? This magical paradise of things that you've never seen before, and feelings that you've never felt before. What is this shit? I was so confused, brother. But then also I met we went on a like one of those, travel boat tours. We went like to these caves, like these bat caves, and we went to James Bond Island in Phuket. If you guys don't know what that is, there's a movie a James Bond movie, like I think back in the 70s, and they went to this island and it got named after that because of this weird rock formation. If you Google James Bond Island, you'll see the rock formation. And on this yacht trip, we met a young woman from Singapore. She was like, "Why y'all going to Singapore?" And she was from Singapore. She was like, "Did you know that you get jailed for spitting on the ground or spitting gum on the ground in Singapore?" I was like, "Word? We don't need to go there then." So
you know what's funny? I want to try Singapore, but first of all, it's 10 times more expensive than Thailand, obviously.
Yeah.
I call Thailand is like, no disrespect to anybody, but it's like the poor man's version of Hawaii. If you ever been to Hawaii, Thailand has similar climate and has everything, but it's just so much more to do, so much more to choose from, so much more to experience. And where I'm at in Pattaya, which is like an hour and a half outside of Bangkok. So, you get a taxi ride for probably $60 one way, which is little to nothing considered what we would pay in the States for that type of trip. But when you get here, MTR, that's all I'm gonna say, man. I mean, this is a family channel, so all I'm gonna say is when you get here, say less. You're gonna be all good. And speaking of when you get here,
we zooming out for Richie celebration. Yacht party, golf tourney, island party. You can bring a Thai shorty. Richie bring them out naughty. We in Thailand. We in Thailand. It's getting hot. Somebody call a fireman.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and notify. The algorithm is real.